All right, everybody, we're back for the Miami Herald's High School Football Gridiron Report. We're here at South Plantation High this week. The Paladins came up with a huge win last week, knocking off Flanagan 13-12, and now they've put themselves in the driver's seat in District 12 8A. We're here with Coach Nick Dellaria and a few of his key players. Coach, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the start so far this season.
Thank you very much.
People saw that game and were kind of, their eyes were wide, like, wow, they on the result of this game. But tell us a little bit about what was the key to pulling off a victory like that against such a talented team.
First of all, group effort. Defense played out of their shoes, and these four right here specifically playing multiple positions wherever they're needed, whenever they're needed. And that's kind of the mantra of the team, is that even if you think your role is a bit insignificant, that few plays that you're on the field, that you're doing the best that you can during those few moments. Or even if you're on the field for every snap, you're doing the best you can for that time. And we pick each other up.
Tell us a little bit about this start to the season, because in August you get the news that Coach Gatewood had to step aside for family reasons, and then you come in. How's this first month been in terms of getting through that part of it and then preparing these guys quickly, to not let that be any kind of distraction, just continue the flow of the game, of the team?
Well, one of the things that's good for continuity is that he was my position coach in high school, and majority of the years that I've had in this county coaching has been with him. So a lot of it is still some things that he does, but we're still trying to make a name for ourselves, or an identity for ourselves, because it's a new era with South Plantation and the football program. It's not to say that anything that was done before was not as good or bad, but we still need to make a name for ourselves and the new crop of kids that are coming in, and it's kind of status quo, but a little bit of changes is going on as well.
Well, Coach, tell us a little bit about these guys right here, if you could introduce them one at a time, and then tell us the roles that they play on the team.
Okay, well, we'll start closest to me. Number 5, Anthony Joe Meese. Our athlete, he can pretty much play everywhere. If you come to any of our games or seen any of our highlights, you've seen. Our commit, Colorado, Johnny Huntley, wide receiver, and playing a little bit of defense as well. My 2 seniors that are inspirational leaders, motivational leaders, and all-around good gentlemen and terrific football players. And then just over here, we've got Matthew Hansen, one of our junior defensive tackles. Wonderful, wonderful individual. And his twin, pretty much, is what we like to call them, the Twin Towers. Kevin Oliver, both of them juniors, defensive tackle, defensive ends that are both up and coming, and I think unblockable as far as I'm concerned. And if you've been to any of our games, you've seen that they play tremendously.
Tell us about that, because that's been obviously one of the big parts of this team, up front, just how much of a key that's been, not just the Flanagan game, but overall so far.
Our defense has played tremendously. I think the most we've let up is 13 points in a game. And our pass rush and front 7 is really a tribute to that. And secondary, not allowing people to throw on us and such. These two are a big factor. Last game they played both ways a lot of the game, and it was needed. When those times are needed, they're there for the call, and they're not shy about doing it either, which is good. It's selflessness, lessness, I guess you'd say. Yeah. You can edit that. But that's kind of the mantra with the team. I mean, we don't have 70 kids. We don't have 80 kids. We've got to use what we've got where we need them, when we need them, and everybody's been receptive to it.
These 4 guys have obviously been a key part of it, but anyone else that maybe we don't have here right now that's been huge, or that you're counting on down the stretch?
Oh, linebacker play has been great too. Jared Month, who is a senior also, number 10. In our classic, he sealed the victory for us against Stranahan with a 54-yard interception return. Middle linebacker, Silvera Chevalon, he's been playing out of his shoes as well. I've got some young talent, Dawson Hill, who's a sophomore, running back safety of ours that has been tremendous. Everybody's been doing. Taylor Waller, receiver, who's a junior, lots of offers. Jaquez Thomas, who's only a sophomore receiver, again, playing tremendously. Everybody has been doing their part and more, and that's what we want to instill, is that you're going to be needed, called upon to play at maybe a different position or multiple things, special teams, everything, and your effort just got to be 100% all the time.
Coach, you talked about making a name for this program. Right now, you look at the standings. You're at 3-1. You're on first place, but as you well know, a long way to go still. Starting with Miramar this week. How do you keep these guys from getting too caught up in that 3-1, because they are going to face the teams that do have a big name, like the Miramars, to keep that tunnel vision going and stay focused on the task?
Stay diligent in our focus. Refuse to lose. Don't allow them to think that they're going to lose. That's been the big mantra, is that we were expected to lose last game and lose big. And I told them it doesn't make a difference. You go out there and play as if you're not going to lose, and you're not going to accept losing. And hopefully the chips will fall to our side, but they'll fall where they may. And regardless, if you do lose, you know that you put your best effort in. That's all I can ask for.
Well, Coach, congratulations, and we thank you and your players for joining us today. And also, you can catch the Paladins on Friday at 7 o'clock. They'll be at Miramar High School trying to go 2-0 in the district.
Thank you.